Everybody seems to be sooking, so we've had another turnover here. It's a race to 7. The players have decided they like a race to 7. So once again, from the place, let's get ready to rumble. Give it up.
Coming time. Bell break. Bring back. I'm running. Table.
Alright, sorry about that. We've just started the final. Mick, Jake McCartney. They've decided they're going to have a race to 7. For some reason, they just decided that's what they'd like to do. And, I'm trying to get someone to commentate with me, which is actually, believe it or not, a hard task. I don't know why. It's just in my opinion, quite a fun job. I'm trying to get Colby to do it, but she's a plastic flower. So, Mills is actually inside the umpire. We've been blessed. Millsy umpiring. Trying to get him to hear that, get a grin, but he's too focused on his job at hand. And I'll tell you what, we've got a close-up camera too, and this actually will give you a bit of an insight on some of the nice queuing you'll see from these two guys. Colby's just about to join us in commentary up. She's just gone to the bar and got herself a drink. Well, Mick Hill's decided to beat Don Colby all of a sudden, put a ball over the hole. In fairness, he's tried to pot that and he's just missed it, and well, he's managed to somehow sit it really neatly over the pocket. Jake actually might not have a huge amount of options, but to try and start covering up here because he's in massive trouble. Tell you what, with this close up at the table too, you're actually going to experience just how large this bloke's head is. Look at the size of that melon. As predicted, he's covered up, and that's not stupid. That is keeping him in the frame. But the problem he's got is Mick has another yellow down there on the table that he'll use to blast that yellow in and just create a possible out for himself. So. But an interesting start. Didn't expect this sort of start for the frame. Expected just to break and attempt to pot out, and someone misses the balls right to the other player. And I think that's how the match will generally go. This frame's going to take a little time. Just get the camera slightly adjusted so we can see the other end of that table in its completeness, because he's missing a couple of the balls there, as you can see on the other feed. Up there. He's deliberately fouled. He's put the yellow the red right near the yellow, and tricky to tell from here whether they're touching or not. But if they are, Jake's in a bit of trouble. The one thing we may see Jake attempt to do later, probably as early as he possibly can, is maybe get the yellow on the back of the other two reds. And
30 seconds.
Yeah, and rightly so, he's taking his time. This is a complicated affair at the moment. That's not a bad shot. And the only reason I say that is because covering a pocket at this stage of the frame is not a bad thing, because there's no simple pot outs for Jake McCartney right now. Yeah, will we see him play this yellow? He's sort of looking at. Will we see him play it on the back of the two reds and deliberately foul and give Mick two shots? Pretty tough outs in there, even with a very world champion.
30 seconds.
Well, he's going to play the other off. I thought actually playing the other one that he was on would have been better, because then there would have been two yellows up that end. But he obviously feels he can get a bit more control with his shot. He doesn't have a choice. This has to be done. He doesn't have a choice no matter. He cannot win the frame with the balls where they are. Must play this shot.
30 seconds.
He's denying it. Maybe he's going to try and get a bit closer yet again. No, he's laying up again. I'll tell you what, if Mick Hill can play a shot here where he pots both balls over the corner pockets, and he may leave a power snooker if he does it actually, so he might not be the best option. But if he had been in a position to do that, Jake would have been in enormous trouble. I just don't feel that Jake could have been on that yellow better than he was. Mick's going to get rid of the one that's annoying him, which is the... well, that's definitely a mistake. I'm sure he tried to pot that. The problem still remains for Jake what he's going to do that actually win this frame. Two shots doesn't really happen a lot in this stage. I firmly believe that he needed to play that yellow earlier. If Mick does pot out, well, good on him, but at least Jake would have a chance to win the frame. He's not even on the yellow now to play the shot. Forced to take this ball over hole he was put there earlier for no apparent reason. Well, that had to have rolled. There's no way Jake could have made a mistake like that. I think he's just copped a little tram track and it's just ducked in. I won't be surprised here if Mick actually Well, he's not using the angle. I thought maybe he might screw into the ball, the yellow over the pocket and just open things up, but it still require a pretty good out if he did that. So.
30 seconds.
Okay, so what he's doing here is he's potting this ball. He's taking the white ball to the right-hand side of the table to get himself on one of those yellows. Probably the one that's closest to the cushion. And he's just making sure he's got up that end of the table. I'm sure he didn't want the white ball on the cushion. So now, will we actually see Mick try and pop this ball in the corner, and then he plays the blast shot with the ball that's in the yellow most central to the table. So here's this shot. That needs to go in, and it has. Now I'm sure we'll see him play yellow on reds. He needs to be very careful not to pop the other red as well. It looks like there's a little gap there. He's going to have a stunner. He can draw back. Let's get rid of this first. I'm not sure what his plan is. I don't know what's going on through his head at the moment. Ah, I now see the shot. He's going to play a billiard shot. So he hasn't got the angle to just pop this and pop both, and I'm sure he won't want to do that anyway because the position of black will be tricky. So we'll just flick off this, promote the yellow, pop the yellow with the reds, where the red is, and then keep his two shots on this yellow and black. And there it is. Well, he's not potted, but he's actually made it on. So double to the centre, most likely. He must be on this. That's an incredible shot. Well, I'm not sure exactly what was played from what wasn't there, but he's not had a bad result either way. Red's slightly annoying, but I'm sure he'll be able to get behind it, just like so. Oh well, a pretty well thought out pot out there from Mick. Very, very nice little cannon at the end there to ensure the frame. Just gives Jake a little look and say, this is what you've got to deal with, mate. Jake not looking too stressed. But I have to go back to that first shot that I said, putting the yellow on the back of the reds. While he had pockets covered and balls were quite tricky. I think back on that frame later on, he'll definitely. I'm sure Jake will go back and watch this final if he feels that he's made mistakes, just to learn from them. He tends to do that sort of thing. That'll be one of the ones I think we look at. Killed a break, leads 1-0. No, he's come up dry, and interesting what Jake chooses here. Both balls pretty on, but I think he'll take reds. Well, actually, he might take yellows just because the black's a bit hampered. Well, I think Jake hasn't made his mind up himself yet. He's looking at his red off the yellow. The more I look at this table, the more I think yellows are the better balls. But Jake disagrees. No surprises there. Nice little opener.
Balls in play.
He has landed awesome, that's for sure. Ball in the middle, but he's definitely not really going to play any of these balls at the bottom of the table where Bork is. Just landed awesome.
Seconds.
Well, that's not worked out too bad. I thought he didn't control that very well, but he's landed on the ball, so he's still going. And the movement of that yellow as well is actually, even though the black still only goes to the middle, in the corner, actually it's easy to get on now because there's no traffic really in the way. This will be probably depending on how he feels. If he wants to get in the bottom ball, we'll see him off the side and push him like that. And nice shot. Now, I'm sure he'll have a little bit of angle just to screw off this play on the other red. It's in the same corner. And it'll all be about a little plant and then obviously getting a position on that black off the board so it'll click over like the whole last. So there's a little square. Probably going to hit that a touch. Well, he couldn't hold the white, so he's actually going to remove this black, I reckon. Not the greatest of shots. This has actually become very tough to see out now. I don't think the red will double, so it's a very good little screw shot. Well, people, as I said earlier, they think it's easy to get on balls when you're potting them over the hole, but it makes it very tough. And he's landed, well, very well, Jake. You may have a profession as a blacksmith after that shot. You will be forging axes and chopping them. He's just chopped up. This is a big cut coming up. No idea where the white's going to go, neither does Joe. It's just a... Well, how do you pop the ball? Balls probably wouldn't have landed too much different like they were and probably wouldn't have had a shot. So, an opportunity for Mick to extend his lead to 2. Not super easy, but the problem is even if he leaves Jake a shot on this black, he's going to need to cannon the black out into play and beyond it. There's a bit to do here. He's just played a little snooker. I've seen this has just got everything. First game he misses the ball, puts it over the hole. Now he's playing a safety. What's going on here? So this is the problem Jake's faced with. Even if he gets out of the snooker, pop off the red, he's got nothing. Possibly if he goes up and down and pots the red and leaves the white in the jaw, he might have possibly a face cut on the black in the left middle pocket. Hard to tell from the angle we've got, but sort of the only possibility I can really see. Unless he was an absolute genius, went up and down the table, popped the ball in where it can in the yellow left-hand side and just promoted the black to the middle. Yeah, that's crazy talk. Now he's tried to play the shot I think I've said originally and he's just tried to pot it dead weight. Wow. Maybe he's just trying to hit it. I actually think he's trying to pot that and play the face cut double. I think he felt it was probably his only chance to win the frame there and then. But now Mick 2 shots. Only really one super tricky ball on the side rail on the left hand side. Probably try and cannon these balls off the shot. There it is. Could have been better. Unless this goes to the middle past the black. doesn't, but the glory he's got about that is if he gets sort of on the blue spot, he can play one to the corner and it'll just cant in the other one. Well, he's trying to get an extraction there.
Second visit.
Suddenly there's a new favourite in town. Mick's just doing a bit of a... He's just quickly looking at the crowd to say, you know what, that was a terrible shot. Can he recover? Can he play the smart shot? Depends on how he's feeling. Does he want to pot out or does he want to just get another snooker? I think even trying to get a snooker by putting the white ball on the right hand cushion, I think Jake will have a dip at swerving that because the right hand side will take the white ball to the left hand side after he pots the left and leave him on the black. So I think Mick's decided he's got to have a dip here. Probably wanted that white ball to cushion, but I think his intentions there were to stun into the yellow. Pop back cushion and promote over the middle. I think that's the shot he'd be looking at here. Oh no, he went straight in. Look at this shot. Wow, he's just done everything there. Ridiculous shot, really. And I don't mean as in lucky, I mean just because another ball went in. He's played for that cannon, got a result, and that's cool. It's a very good shot, and fortune favours the brave. A little bit of right hand side just to make position perfect. And it's 2-0 to Mick Hill. So Jake with some opportunities, just not finishing the frames. Needs to lift. Alright, frame 3. Millsy gets his out of the way. Jake about the break and... Well, he's popped one in the middle. Looked like he wasn't going to get a ball in there. He's got to eat a yellow in the middle. Now, a small cluster in the bottom right hand section of the table. It will need to be dealt with in some way for either ball, just purely because of red and yellow. You may take yellows, pop the one that's near closest to the pocket, bring the white ball back out, so he's got an angle just to play the other one in there and then just stun onto the red and clear the yellow.
30 seconds. No balls in play. Oh, that's a lovely look to see that off the red. So he's got a perfect angle here. He wants to stun into this red half ball. So the white ball and the red both move up the table and is on the yellow down the cushion. Full ball contact might not be favourable here. He might be too close to yellow. And he has hit it pretty full, but he hasn't landed great. He needed to not really move that yellow. So ball near the right hand side of the table in the middle. May play that up inside the top right hand corner just purely because of a huge pocket, another yellow there, and let the white ball glide. But this is, I thought this was enough when I first saw it, but it was close. But he's managed to get the white out. It's a good shot. Yeah, the awkward ball is really the one on the left. It's sort of there's a series of reds crowding it.
a little Southern Cross, that bunch of reds. Yeah. Must go to the middle. So very deceptive, that angle here. I didn't think this went, but the way he's played that, it can't not. And one good little positional shot. Whether he stuns and plays between two yellows or he has the angle to run through. This frame should be over. Yeah, the angle. Oh, it looks like he didn't get the grace. Contacts there. I'm sure he got a kick. I'm positive he got a kick there. There's no way he could have. That white ball just died. I think we're going to see a little swerve shot here from Jake. He doesn't have a lot of choice once again. Here we go. He's jacking up. Has to pot. If he doesn't pot this, he may not recover from this deficit. Oh wow, he's over swerved by an absolute mile. Consolation prize, at least he's covered the red, but it's not looking good for Jake this frame here. Straight away Mick's going to pull his bad ball off the side cushion and get a snooker. May want to be careful doing that because give Jake a chance to come off the side row and put it in the middle. So yeah, I'm sure he's not going to put this over the hole. It'll give Jake too much of an opportunity. Well, what would I know? Perhaps there's not an angle there. Actually, the close-up suggests there's no way he can play the shot I've suggested, so he's in huge trouble here, Jake. And this might sound silly, but the only shot I can really think of here is to just put the black amongst that little cluster too near the side rail. Not too close, just near it. I can't see a lot of other options. You could also pop the red over the pocket, but you're just prolonging the inevitable. Not sure why he's going up and down here. Thought that was extremely low percentage. He's better off coming off back cushion, off two cushions, back and side cushion, at least making contact with the yellow. Sure, we'll see Mick just play a little cannon on the yellow here off this ball. No, must go off the red, does it? It did indeed, and look at this. Made that shot look really simple. It wasn't as simple as one would think. There's nothing much to say with this frame. It's just ABC now. Oh, look at this! Look at this! Wow, unbelievable! He didn't have to take the scenic route and go around there. He was trying to go past the black and play it in the right bottom corner. And well, would you believe it? That's a 1 in a million for playing that shot. You've got to consider him extremely unlucky, but at the same time, didn't have to take the scenic route. Could have just put the wide ball anywhere he wanted with 2 shots. Jake McCartney, you large-headed freak. This is the turning point. Your chance to get back in this match. Well, Mick's the break now. Let's see if he punishes the rack. There might be a bit of extra power than normal in this break. Yeah, he's definitely poleaxed it. But
nothing down, is there? No, he's potty yellow. So, yellow balls will not be nominated purely because it's the only ball to be able to pot, and only has to deal with the one yellow down the bottom right hand corner. Oh, it says reds. Must be, no, you can see this ball. Well, if you can, I didn't realise this is a very attacking shot though. This is one of those shots, if you miss it, you lose. If you get it, the rewards are chance to win the frame. This ball in the middle looks like just natural to come off the bottom cushion between the yellows. Like so, it was underhit of a touch. I'm going to say a touch, not by much, probably about 2 centimetres. So this one here, across the other side of the table for the red in the middle. And now the outlet's pretty straightforward. So we'll probably see him pot this and then run through for the red closest to the black, get as straight on as he possibly can. Well, I think he's actually tried to play the ball, I suggested it, but he's gone through a touch too far. Should still be okay. Come off the side cushion. Might seem he's a little bit of right hand side. This is to straighten up his angle on his red over the middle. Or if he's got very little angle on the ball over the middle now, he'll take it first. Alright, we've got, since Colby's a soft cock and wouldn't commentate, she's gone and found JR to come in and do some commentating, who's done plenty of commentating in his day. He's only had about 37 bogues, so... Yeah, it's on. So, Buffer, 3-1 to Mick Hill. Well, Colby never made it. And one day she promises to do some commentary. I mean, it's not hard. All you do is speak, and she's pretty good at that. So, yeah, one day she might actually, do it on a microphone. Well, I have to say, Buffer, I don't know whether it's just the occasion or what, but Jake's chopped up a little bit this match. He scratched the white twice now. And yeah, he's I mean, obviously he's going to take reds, and he was just sort of looking at the only ball that looks a bit tricky, and it's the one that's just above the black. Well, we're going to try again. Buffer's microphone wasn't even plugged in, so we're good now.
Right, I've just done 20 minutes of commentary that Jamie and I are the only two that heard it. Where are we at, Jamie?
Well, he's bought a couple of reds since we last spoke.
Yeah, since I haven't spoken at all. But anyway, Jake broke and winning off, obviously, and Mick's looking at going out on reds.
Yeah, and he's just going to pot this ball that's near the bottom and just make sure he gets on the ball into the middle.
You'd probably agree, Jamie, the black's his toughest ball. He's actually gone a bit high, so he's looking at leaving the ball near the black till last, which...
I didn't actually think it went in that corner, JR.
the red does pass the yellow in this corner. The black is still his toughest ball.
I'm interested to see what he does with this red. I don't think it goes past this yellow. I'm looking right at the pocket.
It definitely does, Jane. I'm right behind it as well. It definitely does come in this corner.
Well, we're going to find out in a sec because I don't think he's going to play for that pocket. I think he's going to play for the middle. Yeah, I'm a better judge than you, Buff. No, he's actually played this last week to get on the ball, black in the middle.
You're still not going to prove me wrong. The fact that he's not going to be taken on there. But yeah, Jamie's correct. He's taking the red in the middle pocket. Obviously, the black must go across into the other.
Well, he's just going to play in the opposite middle.
No, now corner or middle?
Middle all day, yeah.
Yeah.
You could just use the
Of course.
I would have actually, I wouldn't have laughed, but it would have been interesting if that yellow had gone in as well. There would have been 2 frames that Jacob won there and actually won. So 4-1 to McKill. It's looking a little bit one side at the moment. McCartney needs to lift.
Before we started the comment,
Yeah, it's still streaming.
before our practice routine here, I actually said that I've been saying for 2 years that Jack McCartney is probably the best player in Australia, and in my opinion, Mick Hill is probably the best 8-ball player in the world. So it's absolutely a pleasure that we've got these 2 blokes playing in the final of this tournament here tonight.
Yeah, no, I couldn't agree more. And Rusty Will, if you happen to be watching this, mate, you're not the best player in Australia. Pull your head in.
Rusty Wheeler.
Oh, look out. Millsy's hot racked him.
Couldn't live with these blokes. Could not live with him.
So well, he's put a ball. Both players are going to be filthy about this break. It might take them more than 3 or 4 minutes to finish the frame. Millsy's done everything he can to help Jake out there with the break.
Both these blokes are 2 of the most attacking players you've ever come across in World 8 ball, and they both want to have balls open because they both back themselves to knock everything in.
So what a surprise! Puts the ball over the hole. Mick Colbert has just decided he's going to lay up.
Mick Colbert, there's a big call. You sure it wasn't Mick Bond?
It could be Mick Bond. Oh.
Thanks for the text there, Coral. Appreciate where you're coming from.
Well, that was a shocker, that shot just there. And McCartney, I'm actually going to change my name legally to Mick Hill because it seems like if I change my name to that, McCartney misses and I'll actually win a frame against him.
Jake Sadley actually played very, very well all weekend, and I probably haven't seen. He probably hasn't made as many mistakes in the whole weekend as what he's made in this match already.
Yeah, for sure. Well, I don't think this frame is going to be clustered for too much longer.
What a lot of you people out there probably don't realise the actual pressure that players like Mick Hill actually put upon you is just enormous. There's only so many players at this level that just absolutely, you know, if you make a mistake, they dominate you and they crush you, and that's at the moment that's what's happening to Jake, unfortunately.
Yeah, I'm not sure if you watched the match that Mick Scary played previously to Mick Hill, but I thought Mick Scary played fantastic.
Well, I'll tell you right now, Mick Scary did not make a mistake and he got smashed.
Exactly.
That's the level that Mick Hill plays at, and I mean that's why he's been dual world champion. You don't beat world titles, and that's what Mick Hill's renowned for, winning big tournaments on the big stage.
Yep. Another weak shot from Jake there. He really wanted the white on the bottom rail. He's just caught the knuckle and just taken the pace off the white.
Yeah, it's a little bit of finding their feet at the moment. This frame, both boys are neither ball's in a situation where they can actually go game, so they're just trying to get a little bit of control.
Now I know you, Buffer, you'd pot the red here. You would all day long. And I'd almost be tempted to do the same thing and try and just get the white ball to the bottom left-hand side of the table.
Against most blokes, you're probably going to get away with it. But the level you're playing at here against these two, you foul, give them 2 shots, they just open the pack up and go game.
Well, the way I look at it, Buff, is the pack's going to open up shortly anyway, and Jake's not going to be in a great position. So
no, yeah, Jake's definitely on the back foot at the moment. Mick still can't really afford to attack everything at the moment. But
he may have a plant in the middle here. Well, I think that's what he took on. Well, he's scratched the white. Well, you're right, Buff. The ball's opened up, and now Jake Campbell.
That's one of the few mistakes Mick's made in this match or his previous match. One of the very few mistakes he's made. And really, if Jake's on his game, Jake probably... You'd back him to go game here.
Yeah, well, the opening shot's going to be pot that yellow over to the corner pocket. Use just cannon the red and hold the white.
Move the red so that the other yellow comes in this pocket. I suppose the hardest part is being on a yellow arc.
Well, he'll be on the one that's underneath the black.
But as long as he pots this yellow on the corner, moves
he
the red,
smashed it.
He's given it a bit, and it's a great result.
Yeah,
absolutely fantastic. He will be out of here. Don't worry about that.
Well, he needs to be, because he needs to claw his way back in this match.
I'll take the $1.04. Only tricky little bit at all, which shouldn't be that hard for a bloke of his ability, is the yellow that's underneath the red up the top of the table.
Yep,
Other than that, everything's ABC.
Yeah, he just needs to get an angle to just drift down there.
There are a couple of options. Takes this ball in the middle and the other yellow in the other middle. The key comes down to getting on his last ball.
No, we can see what he's going to do now. He's just going to draw the white ball back 1 foot, give himself an angle to just glide across the table for his last yellow.
He really only has to be able to hit this last yellow. As long as he can hit it, he's going to be out there.
Yeah, he's just going to stun across.
He's
If he can, he's the red.
got the red to hold the white. He's got everything working his way as long as he can hit this yellow. Which I don't think there's any doubt in the world he's going to pop this ball and be on this last yellow. Yeah, played to perfection. Probably a little bit close to the rail, but yeah, he's close to the rail on what he wanted to be. But
even if he doesn't like the shot, he can lay it up and just use his second shot.
Yeah, he could waste one if he wanted to, but yeah, no need to.
And well, that's good for Jake. He needs that frame, and he was in massive trouble that frame too earlier.
He was in massive trouble, and so was I. I can't afford another drink, and I bought Joel in the Calcutta. I need Joel to get a result here. Sorry, Jake.
One of the few times I haven't bought Jake in the Calcutta. And
yeah, things out there in the big wide world, whatever you talk about. But love you all your text messages. I don't know who half you are, but
the problem with Trent is he doesn't know how to read his phone.
Trent Cole. I got an iPhone. I can't even work a typewriter. I'm out of here. But anyway, what's the situation here? What's the score? We got 4-2 to Mick Hill and a race to 7. But Jake's probably going to get a little bit of confidence out of winning that last frame.
Yeah, and
he's definitely back in the match. He hasn't had a lot go for him early on in the match, but you don't need too much of a bounce here. A bounce one way or the other can actually decide a whole match here.
Now he's having a suck up about the rack. What's going on here? Jake is weird when it comes to rack. He likes him racked a certain way, which is very unorthodox. But
Jake's actually got the same hairdo he's had for the last 10 years, but not as much product, I think.
Well, for once he hasn't scratched the right, finally.
But he's in a lot of trouble. Mick Hill's in pretty good shape here. I don't think there's any yellows that aren't on. The two balls together down bulk end, they're both on in the middle. Yellow near the red goes in the corner. I think all the yellows are on.
Well, he's just got to bridge over that to get his opening yellow.
Red.
Oh no, he's managed to do it without having a bridge over.
He's taking the long yellow first. his pot says he's going to be on the yellow in the middle, so...
Well, he's actually using a little bit of left-hand side on that buff, and he's missed the pot.
All of a sudden, the McCartney effect's come into play.
Well, Mark, I believe he has to go a game again here. Well, he doesn't have to. He's got heaps of coverage.
Yeah, Jake's in very good shape. He's obviously going to pot the yellow at the Borough. He's a big chance he goes game, but if he does, he's got some assurance with the yellow over the top pocket. He probably shouldn't lose this frame.
Not from here, no. But the key shot now, right, this shot already is the key shot in my opinion. Get an angle on the ball, the top of the two that sort of look like they might plant, and that's perfect.
Yeah, the top one goes in the middle pocket, and he's on the other one in the corner. Gets rid of those two balls down that end. He's got the other ball in the opposite middle. He's going to go very, very close to running this rack.
I think he's actually better off potting this ball than playing the ball in the middle first, because if he leaves the other ball, he can't get down the table because the red's in the way. So I think he's got to play this. Whoa, what's he doing there?
Hang on, where's he going?
Well, he's managed to land on this bottom yellow on the side cushion. Oh, sorry, bottom cushion near the right-hand side.
He's probably done different to what most state ball players will do at the top level. They normally try and clean up one end of the table first, and then work their way down towards the black end of the table where the black is. But he's decided these are his tricky balls. He wants to work on these first.
Oh well, actually, that just tells me it wasn't on that shot.
It couldn't have been. Yeah, the yellow couldn't have been on. He would not have been laying that up with insurance over the other corner. He wouldn't have been laying that ball up unless it wasn't on, which obviously it wasn't.
And he's made sure he's laid up, so he doesn't really leave Mick an easy shot. But next game, you know, if he gets the table, he's going to be able to dip. Oh, look out.
This is unbelievable. You'll never ever see this sort of stuff. You've got two of the most attacking players in the world both playing tight safety pool.
Yeah, the first frame was like that.
I still think all Mick's done is try to keep himself in the frame. He cannot win the frame at the moment, and all he's doing is trying to stop Jake from winning.
Yeah. Okay, I'll tell you what, but have you ever seen someone stand at the back of a table and you can't, their head just covers the entire table? You can't see the table at all.
Jake McCartney's the only bloke renowned for that. I mean, I don't know why they call him the head, but anyway.
I'm surprised he's playing this shot. What's he actually doing here?
I think if he's playing this ball, it's probably frozen. I think he's really only going to. If he is playing this ball, he's only going to. Surely he's only touching over.
Get an angle to get a cannon. That's what he's doing. Yeah, that's perfect. Oh, he's only got one shot. Sorry, my bad. I thought he had two shots. I don't know why I thought that.
All he's done is made that ball on. He's still in complete control. Mick at the moment is no chance in the world of winning the frame. All he's going to be doing is trying to either bury the black, cover the black, smother something, keep himself in the frame so he gets a chance to do something, because he's no possibility of actually winning the frame from where he is.
Yeah, and that's exactly why he covered up the last shot. Put that red near the yellow on the bottom cushion.
These blokes, not only are they great players, but are actually very, very good technical players. Unfortunately, we don't get to see enough of them play tactics, because they're that good that they just go game all the time. But it's a pleasure to actually watch them play some tactical pool now and then.
Yeah, I agree. And Mick's just, as you said, he's just tried to make things a bit more smothered. I think he didn't mean to actually leave it still on. I thought he tried to get that red sort of more central to the yellow.
But he's probably done himself a favour by leaving that red between the yellow and the yellow that's over the borough as well. I mean,
well, I'm just thinking
if Jake was to pot the yellow over the pocket and screw across and cannon into the red to push the yellow towards
I've got to say,
yellow.
I think Jake's absolutely off his head playing this shot. This is the only way you could lose the frame, I reckon, but look at this. It's not come out too bad. He's not landed on an easy ball. I honestly felt it was the only way he could lose the frame. He actually could have gone off the back cushion with a bit of left-hand side and just kicked the two balls and just brought them into play, and Mick still would have been in loads of trouble.
That's the thing about these blokes. That's why they're at the business end of these tournaments, because they do attack the game. They make very few mistakes. They go out from nowhere all the time. Sometimes we might criticise them for what they do, but how can you criticise them when they knock up making finals, winning big tournaments?
Yeah, that's true. I should shut up about that, shouldn't I? But you've still got to point out what you believe could be the right shot to other guys. Now he's looking to play this off to Black, which is not a half bad shot either. Jake plays these shots really well. Look at that.
That's a great shot. Admittedly, he hasn't potted the ball, but once again he's put Mick under enormous pressure. Mick now knows that unless he does up stupendous, Jake's probably going to go game next shot, or look, the fact that he's covered that pocket. Oh, Mick's actually looking at trying to go game here.
Of course he is.
It's not impossible either.
He's actually
got a couple of tricky balls. To the red that's nearest to white at the moment's a little bit tricky.
He's definitely hit that ball. He's trying to get.
I think he's trying to stay underneath it to have it in the middle corner, but yeah, there's a lot of work to be done here, but.
Still goes to the left corner though.
That's what these blokes do though. They look at winning a game every time they walk to the table.
Still goes to the left corner. He's going to take this on. If he gets this, he goes game.
Here's a chance to go game here.
Oh, he's just missed that, but he's overcut it by a kilometre.
He's played that like I would have. He's shanked that. He'll be the first bloke to admit he's absolutely played one of the worst shots he's played all weekend.
Now Jake's going to probably play this plant, screw off it and get across to play the other ball that's on the bottom cushion.
I think he'll be trying to put ball on the ball, screw back and play the yellow near the back towards the same pocket.
Well, that's what I just said, mate. Well, he's going across tables. What's he doing? They can't be going across tables.
He's having a look to see where the yellow goes. No, I don't think he can.
I think he's just checking to see the path of the white when he actually screws.
He might have been looking to see if the yellow went off the red.
Well, ideal if he cannons the black, a bottom side like that.
That's a great shot.
Yeah.
That is a huge shot. Now he's made the black a lot easier. He's made this out from probably a 40-50% to probably 70 or 80% out.
Yeah.
He'll definitely knock in the three yellows. There's no doubt in the world about that. And he's got half a table to land on the black. If he lands on the black, he'll knock it in as well. So that was a great shot.
It was a super shot, and now just a little bit of bridging to deal with. And he's got the perfect angle, just stun out a little bit like that. Now, will he actually? I'm sure he'll play the top ball now.
He'll play the yellow that's nearest to white now. You would think, unless then again. Yeah,
if he can actually run down the table,
ideally, actually, he's straight enough. If he knocks this in and stuns, he's perfect. It makes getting on a black a lot more simple, less complicated than what it was going to be.
I reckon he might just drag this in a touch.
So
dragged it. Oh, that's gone way too far.
Jake, what are you doing? He's lucky. He's probably ended up a little bit lucky on that. He'll admit it wasn't the best shot he's ever played.
Did pull up.
He played it with drag, but he actually hit the ball a little bit thinner than what he wanted to hit it, I think.
Yeah.
And anyway, it's back to 4-3 to Mick Hill, but Jake McCartney's right back in this match.
And I think Jake McCartney has gone and done the Ben Newman tight stop.
Yes, but he won't. Sorry, I shouldn't say that. Jake could actually be going to the toilet and have a pee. Well, what's your prediction here, Jamie? I've got Jake McCartney right back in this match.
Well, for sure. Ben Noonan actually said Jake would win this 6-4, so that means Mick can't win another frame.
Mick Hill's actually made a few mistakes here. From a bloke who's won 2 world individual singles titles, playing against Jake, obviously he fancies himself, but he respects Jake's ability. He knows how good a player Jake is. But he probably did make a couple of mistakes here. I mean, he wasn't on the best balls by far, but he didn't play that frame as well as he could have.
No, well, Jake will be praying for a dry break here or a scratch because he wants to get back to the table and keep this run going. He's very straight down the queue, isn't he, Mick, when he's queuing, his break? Everything's spot on in line.
He's the same as all the top 8-ball players. They really live on what they get off the break, because if you're not getting balls off the break at this level, you don't win tournaments. And Mick, Jake, the whole of them are the same. You win or lose tournaments by what happens on the first shot, not the last shot.
Yep, now he's going to take reds. So he's just got to deal with... There's a little bit of stuff to deal with this frame. He's got the 2 reds that are on the right-hand side of the table towards the bottom. And, well, I guess that one of the side cushions, you get into a lot of area to double that in the back and the centre, so that's not too bad a ball.
He'll certainly be backing himself to run these balls.
Well, I thought that might have been the shot to play for the double, but he's gone too far. Actually,
Yeah.
you know what? He probably plays the ball in the middle and stuns onto the ball and promotes it. And then he probably have an angle. If he gets a full ball, he'll have an angle to pop that in the ball and then promote the other 2 balls. So he's actually looking alright here.
It's still a little bit tricky, but with his ability, I mean, he can do anything. He hasn't got a lot of workers. He hasn't got a lot of balls that he actually uses as transition balls to get from ball to ball. So, apart from the ball in the middle of the table, it's the only real ball that he can use for position. All the other balls, when you're cutting balls down the rails and this sort of thing, it's very tricky playing positional shots.
Maybe the angle is too thin for the shot that I suggested.
Don't tell me. Oh yeah.
Missed again.
I thought he was trying to play that to get. Yeah, well, he ended up sort of where he probably wanted to be. He was trying to get on. I think that top yellow of the 2 goes in the middle. That's what he was playing for. And
I'll tell you what, Buff, I think Jake needs to play this yellow, the top corner. I think he must play
I
it.
tell you now,
I'm talking almost near the side cushion.
I
too.
think Jake's a huge chance he goes game here.
He must play this ball that's the higher of the 2 yellows on the right hand side. He must play it at the top corner. Must play it.
I think Jake's a big chance he goes game. Knocks his first ball and I think he's out of there.
Well, he's smashed it. He's played as a shot to nothing, but
he's played. There's a little bit of Mick Hill influence in that. Playing most other players, he probably just concentrates on making sure he gets a pot.
I personally feel on these tables when they're that close to cushion, it's very difficult to miss a dead weight. I really would have rolled that in. I would have stayed on this other ball that was on the right hand side.
Exactly. I thought that's what he would have done. Potted that ball and been on this ball near where that yellow come from, and I think he was out of there. But believe me now, there's a lot of pressure when you're playing against a bloke with the quality of Mick Hill.
He's loaded that up with some side.
Yeah. Because this is where he tried to get to last shot, so he was on this red in the middle. The red obviously goes in the middle pocket. From here it's a little bit tricky for us to actually see.
It is.
And to be honest with you, I can't see how it is on, but twice he's tried to land here, twice he's tried to get on this shot. This is where he got to last time.
Oh, okay, well it's definitely on. He's lining it up. He's going to stun up
He
the
must
side.
be playing it in the top pocket. No, it did go.
Again.
I can guarantee you one thing there, it definitely went because he actually overcut it. He hit the near jaw rather than... Yeah, that's surprising. I mean, a bloke of his ability doesn't miss balls like that too often.
He's got the Jake McCartney factor going on.
Well, they both respect each other's game. They both know how good each of them are. And sometimes, you know, the pressure, the TV, everything, the lights, the cameras, whatever, it can have an effect. You've got to remember though, Mick Hill's actually won 2 world individual titles playing under lights with cameras, the whole, you know, everybody in the world watching him. So,
Saying that, Buff, this is a bigger pressure situation because he's just chopped that shot up.
It just shows you that, you know, Jake McCartney puts people under pressure. Jake McCartney doesn't do much wrong.
Well, he's actually tried to get an extraction there and he's not landed awesome. I think he's still got the ball in the corner.
A little bit dodgy.
I should tell you what, this might not be as bad as it looks.
I know, Jamie, I know this is backyard pool, but he could actually bounce this ball out of the top rail and leave Mick with no shot, where he's in great shape to go game next shot. I know this isn't the way these blokes play though. These blokes attack everything. They want to take every ball on. Every time they walk the table, They want to be going game.
Yeah, I think you're right, but if I guarantee he won't play that. Oh, well, actually,
yeah.
there you go. How wrong am I? I can't believe he's played this shot, actually.
He's actually tried to pot that ball. He's actually tried to pot that ball, I believe, off the side row.
I'm sorry, but that's just a retarded shot, Joe.
Yeah, no. If he was going to be playing that ball, I think the correct way to play it was to actually make sure he leaves no shot.
He's tried to put the yellow away of the red.
He's actually left Mick a shot here, and Mick's good enough to knock these in.
That was not the right shot by a mile.
If you're going to play safety, all very well playing attacking safety, but there was no safety involved there.
Well, I think what he was trying to do, Buff, is he just hasn't judged it correctly. He was trying to put the yellow up past the middle and block the red. You know.
Sure, I appreciate that, Jamie, but surely he would have been better off just knocking the yellow. Oh, hang on a sec.
Well,
there's a lot of turns left in this, but surely, Jamie, if he just promotes that yellow and leaves Mick with no shot, he was going to be winning the Pro-Mix shot.
Well, yeah, I mean, I'm surprised he actually didn't take the ball in the corner, to be honest, and have a dip, but first time I haven't seen him do it. But it was fairly thin, but
Mick Hill's probably missed more balls in this match than he's missed the whole weekend.
The whole 4 weekends.
Well, he's still undefeated in Australia. I mean, he's only played twice in this tournament at the pool room at Turnberry Gully, the Anzac tournament last year and here. And he's left Australia with a fair bit of cash, actually.
Well, what the hell is that shot? Well, I know Jake's misjudged that because he hasn't hit the ball he aimed for there. So
that is strange. That effort.
Well, a bit of an anticlimax this match. A few mistakes creeping in.
It's probably the worst game of pool both these blokes have played for the whole weekend. Once again, you would think that Mick is probably going to do a lot of damage here. He's got this ball in the centre pocket, and if the red next to the yellow isn't on, he'll move it so it is on.
I think he'll play it anyway.
You'd expect him to go game.
I think he'll play it anyway. No, that's definitely. Oh, geez, you got a lot of action on that.
It must go. It obviously goes.
You've really got a lot of work on that white one.
He's just played to be on the ball rather than try and move it, so it obviously goes. Now it's just a matter of he's not going to be in a better position. He's never going to be in a better position to play that ball now.
Well, I'm actually sort of half wondering why you don't play the other ball first. Just get straight on that one and then you just drop it in. Got an easy break. I think that's what he's just decided.
I see where you're coming from, Johnny, but
that's what he's doing there. I think this is a better shot. And that's even better again. He's just stunned across now.
Yeah. Well, basically
actually,
now
he just stunned into the yellow.
This is the break. You just stun across. This is the break. Knock this in, you win. Yeah, stun across and back in the same pocket.
Well, that was a weird frame, given the context of what's happened in this match. But
there were a lot of mistakes made in that frame, and to the quality of these blokes, how good they are, it's surprising to see that many mistakes.
I wonder if Jake will look back on this frame a little later on and think, geez, that was my chance to live up.
Well, I can tell you right now, tournaments are won by winning scratchy frames, because all these blokes can break and go game. It's the frames that are in dispute where either one can win. They are what actually win the match, and that's the size of frame. Instead of 4-all, we're looking at 5-3.
And that little whinge I had earlier about not getting any SMSs, well, obviously that's reached out to a few people. I've managed to squeeze a few SMSs into my phone now. Thanks, guys.
Thanks to everybody as well. I've had to turn my phone off. I've got out of battery.
All right, so McCartney, hopefully that is actually where I would have done the bend in the toilet break, right there, right at that frame.
Well, I've got Jake in the Calcutta, so I hope Mick breaks a leg.
This is probably one of the first times I haven't bought Jake in the Calcutta. And, well, he's pot a ball. He's obviously going to take yellows here just purely because of the coverage.
The great thing I keep harping back to, though, is how good is it how players of quality of Mick Hill coming to Australia and actually playing tournaments. People watching home or whatever, absolutely fantastic just to come to these tournaments and actually see the race live. You can watch him play every match, and it's just quality.
No, I honestly think he's a rare breed. You will not see any other player at the professional level in England come over to Australia and do what he does. I think he's an absolute rare breed, this bloke. And a nice bloke to boot.
Another good friend of mine, Jason Twist, comes over quite often as well. He's sponsored and comes over to West Australia and plays ball, but unfortunately we don't get to see him too often in Victoria. But another bloke that's won 3 world titles. I mean, the blokes like Jason Twist, Pilots Chris Melling, they're just unbelievable to watch. And it's hard for people to realise how good these blokes actually are.
Yeah, sorry to interrupt there, but that's a great shot Jake just played there.
Jake's just actually opened everything up where he's a huge chance to go game from nowhere, because the balls weren't on before that shot.
No, that was a super shot. I didn't even see the shot. Like, I didn't see the opportunity to play that shot.
Well, that's the imagination of what these blokes have. I mean,
it's got to be a fair imagination, that head of his. It's a large head, and like he's got to be able to be thinking some extra stuff. Well, he's got the cannon.
Oh, look at that!
He's actually not worked out that
He's got to play this ball in the middle that he's closest to now. He knocks this in. I think he'll run this right. For us average players, this is very, very tough to go out from here. But knowing his ability, you're probably going to back him to get these, wouldn't you, Jamie?
Yeah, I think on camera this actually looks easier than this ball in the middle. I don't know if he's going to play it.
If he's taking this ball on, Jamie, he's going to pot it. You can back this in. He's got the other ball in the other centre pocket.
You're right. It wasn't.
I think this is about. It might not be $1.04. It's probably $1.10. But I wouldn't be wanting to hold too much money on it.
Well, one thing for certain, Buffy definitely doesn't want to be down that end of the table on his next shot. Needs to be past the black.
He must stun up and down the table. You stun up and down?
Yeah, he's got to stun. The yellow, I think the yellow might be in the way for him to not do that. So, and I'll tell you what, could not have probably played that much better than that.
Oh, that's great. He's actually, he's got a choice of both reds.
Well, it was always wanted to be on this left-hand side, Red.
Because these last 3 balls all go in the centre pockets, and as your mum's chooks.
Or Nathan needs to say shell and peas.
As the boys in England say, just yeah.
He's still okay.
He's probably
still
coming to 31.
I would have actually played the ball in the middle first.
He would have rather been close to straight on this. Now he's probably got to play this red in the middle and play the black back in the corner where he's going to be playing from.
That's his only option, really.
Yeah, I think he overhit that a little bit.
Oh, without a doubt, he want to be straight on it. But he should still be alright. Yeah, he's actually fat on this. Oh, that's actually pulled up that wide, isn't it? That's really pulled up that wide. He still should be okay. He should still be fine.
$1.04, $6, $8. What are you saying, Jamie?
I just want the bastard in buff, to be honest.
No, I think it will knock it.
Yep, great shot. And well, obviously that last frame of bubbers that Jake played hasn't affected him too much because he's just played a super out there.
Will that last frame though come back to haunt Jake, because really
he'd be 5-4 up.
Other than that frame, most frames have gone the way we've expected them to go, and that last frame was scratchy by both players. And as I said earlier, those scratchy frames are what actually win your tournaments. When you win one against the toss or whatever, break the serve, they're the huge frames to win.
Yeah, well, realistically, he's a chance to be 5-4 up. But I guess we should also look at the fact that Mick also made mistakes to give the frame back to Jake. So just whoever made the biggest mistake last that won that frame. But he's on the comeback again, so he needs a dry break here though, Jake.
Race to 7, Mickey will break in. He wins this frame. It's going to be awfully hard. He's potted the ball. He's going to be awfully hard for Jake to win the last 3 frames straight if Mick wins this frame. Having potted the ball, he's going to start favourite, but is he on something here, Jamie?
Well, he's on plenty, but it's all to do with the 2 balls down the bottom left-hand corner.
I'll tell you what, if he puts the yellow near the green corner, if he puts that and then plays the other yellow onto the plant, opening that up.
Well, I don't think you can hold the white for that, so he'd be coming back across the table and playing the same spot. But he want an angle to try and kick the red off the back cushion. because I don't think you can hold the white with that shot, Bull.
I can only guarantee you one thing: he will be looking at going game. This shot.
I don't reckon he'll even touch those balls. I think he's going to go down the black end because
he's in control. He doesn't have to do a lot, but he will be looking at potting out here.
well, he's actually playing the shot I suggested now. Oh no, he's not. Well, I can only imagine he's just going to promote this and lay out hard up on the black.
If
on
you
the
were going
red.
to play that shot though, Jamie, why wouldn't you have played onto the red? Yeah, he's got the snooker. He's put Jake under the pump, but
I think he's decided to change up.
yeah, I don't know.
Well, Jake
It's
must get out of this.
debatable whether that.
Well, the one thing I don't understand about that shot, why not just promote the yellow, leave the white hard up on the red, and Jake does have the shot anyway? I guess he was worried because there's a ball over the middle pocket. He might have been able to do something with it. So
I don't know if he's going to get 2 shots out of this, and to be honest with you, if he doesn't get 2 shots, there was no value on the shot.
no, I agree.
He hasn't made the yellow on, so yeah, I don't know. It's a little bit strange. I don't know if Mick's actually achieved what he really wanted to get there.
Well, he's popped that. That's a good shot. And I'll tell you what, by the way Mick's played that snooker, I think Jake, I don't think they plant anymore, so Jake might actually attack this.
Yeah.
The thing is, if he attacks that and does land on that red, he's not really got a shot.
The problem Jake's got is the red doesn't go. The red near the yellow doesn't go. So I can't see any value in Jake going too much further unless he's no.
There's one thing for certain, but he's getting actually. I reckon that yellow might go looking at that close up.
No, you're saying the red near the yellow goes.
No,
it can't
the yellow,
possibly
the
go.
yellow near the red would go. So basically, if Jake misses, Mick can go again because they're relying. I think Jake's going to try and.
Is it possible to get an angle to pot this ball in the middle pocket and come off the top rail and do?
I think he might have that right now.
But the problem here is he's got to get a result because he's got no ball behind where the white's going to end up. So, you know what I'm saying? You always want to have some backup here, like a ball up over the other corner.
Yeah, unfortunately,
I know, but you need a lot of things to happen here.
I think he's got no choice.
Pot this ball and disturbing the yellow and the red's not a problem, but you've got to land on a ball. He's missed.
He didn't have to wide enough. Well, the only other thing I can see now is he's going to double this ball up to that top corner pocket as well and try and get over the hole.
Yeah, look, you've got to get something up there because by the same token, as much as we're saying Jake's red doesn't go, Mick's yellow doesn't go either.
I actually think it does, Buff. That's what I'm saying. I think it might go. If we go back to that
believe
close-up
the yellow's
again.
still on?
Yeah, if we go back up to the close...
Can we get a close-up of the yellow?
I reckon it might go. It's pretty close. If you have a look at that, it's sticking out a little bit. We just don't know the gap between the red and the yellow.
It probably is on if you're up towards that end.
Jake's played the shot I've suggested, but not real accurately. Well, we're going to find out in a sec because if it is on, he's going game here.
If he goes, he'll definitely be going game.
Maybe it doesn't because Jake didn't seem to show enough urgency to get that over the hole.
I honestly believe if the yellow went, he would have been playing the red onto the black to push the black up towards the yellow. Yeah, the close him down. He would. I don't think he would have.
Wow, look at this.
It didn't go because Mick wouldn't have.
Mate, can you actually believe this though?
It's strange. Now the shot I just said a minute ago is possibly the right shot. If Jake can, believe me now, these blokes are the most attacking players in the country, and I'm probably the most least attacking. But if Jake can actually play this red onto the black up towards the yellow, up towards
that was a better way to do it.
Yeah, I honestly believe it now comes down to almost a 50-50 game. That top corner pocket where the two balls are, Jake's got more chance of controlling that pocket than what Mick has because he's got a loose red out there that can actually gain control of that pocket, whereas Mick's got to actually manoeuvre something to be able to use it to his benefit.
Yeah,
Jamie, say something.
He's got a possible double, a face cut double that he can bring it over there, but I don't think he'll play that. I think he's going to sort of try and I reckon he's going to try and extract it. I really do. Because that black still goes in the middle. It goes, it goes plenty of places.
I honestly believe Jake's actually turned his frame around. I think he's put Mick under a little bit of pressure.
I think he's turned around because of some of the shots Mick's played. He's played a negative game. Like his first time we've seen him play negative shots, and he's actually Jake's outsmarted him a little bit. That's not a bad shot either. He's left him off that red.
It's not a bad shot. What he's doing, he's forcing him to play the balls he wants him to play, which he's trying to. Well, what Mick's done is make sure that Jake can't use his loose red up the top to actually gain control of that pocket.
Yeah, correct. He's definitely not going to hit the red that's near the yellow, so he's obviously going to be hitting this one bottom side of the table.
But to what effect?
I don't know if the face cut's on or not. It looks like it's a chance to maybe go. Yeah, here it is.
Oh, hang on a minute.
I did call that, Buff.
That is a good shot. Good call, Jamie. Good call.
If he gets
good call, good shot.
If he gets it off the yellow, black, and it would have been game.
Good cop, bad cop. It's a great shot by Jake. I think he has turned this frame around completely. He wasn't in this frame 3 or 4 shots ago. He had no control whatsoever, and now Mick is under the pump because he's got nothing to help his yellow out down that end of the table.
Here comes a double, I think, Buff.
No, he can't. He's got to play it inside the red.
Well, he's blasting the guts out of it.
Yeah, he's tried to play it inside the red. And he's got a result.
That's a small
result.
That's
the luck the world champions get because they take things on, they use their luck to their advantage, and so they do.
Jake got 2 options here, I think. You can.
Jake's head's covering the whole screen, so I can't see what's going on here. He has
a massive
not
head.
Not so much his head's massive, but he's just got the do.
No, mate, trust me, it's a large cranium. He's got a couple options though, like flicking that red up the top corner over the pocket's a very tough shot. I don't think there's any value in that, so I think he's got to get this red into play.
He must move this red that's down this end of the table. Yeah. It's the only option he's got.
Do you think he can go across table?
As I say, regardless of what happens here, wow. I don't know if I'd be doing this.
That's a terrible shot.
That's a shocker. That's a shocker. He's absolutely turned his...
Well, Mick's just going to promote the show
now Mick's just red hot favourite. All he does makes this ball on, and all of a sudden Jake's under the pump.
Not sure what was going through Jake's head there.
I can't believe that Jake played that shot. I mean, there was no value in it. Jake had the only ball that was going to go underneath there and control that pocket, and Jake somehow or other.
Well, he's definitely tried to clip it thin, and obviously he might have coupled a small roll or something, and it's made it hit it thick. But
now I know the bloke that makes these tables are brilliant tables, all-star pool tables, absolutely brilliant pool tables. So yeah, he wouldn't have copped the roll, no chance to order that.
Well, he's going to try and put this in the middle. Got nowhere near it. He needs a little bit of action. Hasn't got what he wanted. This should be frame over now.
Yes, I hate to say it, but this looks like it's about the 6-4 if he rubs his rack, which he should. 6-4, it's going to be tough work. Jake's going to have to win the last 3 on the trot. The race to 7 we're looking at.
Yeah, well,
for normal players, this probably looks a little bit tricky, but believe me now, the ability these players have got, this is ABC. Really.
Well, he's just working out what he wants to do with that.
He's got one ball, one ball that this the ball he's aiming up now. That's the only ball there's any doubt in the world about.
No, he's actually hit that shot.
He must think this.
What a shot!
That's a great shot. That's a great shot. So that's the sort of thing these blokes do. When things become a little bit dodgy, they just make them simple and do it easy. I think he's turned it in from a little bit dodgy to an absolute ABC.
Yeah, he's moral now. Well, what can you say? That frame is another weird frame. There's one shot selection. It only takes one shot a frame to turn around.
Jake made one mistake where he lost control at that bottom corner, the bottom yellow pocket. It's Yeah, it was strange. I don't know what he was actually thinking there. There's only one ball he had to move, and he chose to leave it there and move the only ball he couldn't move.
Well, I'll tell you what, Dan Lynch has just given Jake no chance to get back in his frame because he's already whacked the 6 up on the board. Well, Mick Hill is on the hill, and, well, the only reason I say Jake's a very little chance to win this now is because Mick's got another break.
Don't write Jake out of this, but to be honest with you, when you're playing against a bloke that's won 2 world singles titles, to win 3 frames on the trot, you need a little bit going your way.
Well, I think he was 4-1 down, Buff, and he actually did win 3 in a row, so we know it's doable.
It's definitely doable, but and as I keep saying, I believe Jake's the best player in Australia, but he's playing a bloke that's won 2 world titles.
Well, he needs some serious business off this break.
Personally, I like to see Jake get up, not only because I've got him in a Calcutta, but I know he will buy a drink for everybody over the bar after the tournament's over.
You reckon Mick will take the money and run, mate?
Well, Mick won't pay the bill on the hill, but whatever Marcus said early on in the introduction, probably not far off the track.
I don't think you'll have much choice. Everyone will just force him to buy him a drink. And Jake's just not got a balling off that break, and I suspect that this could be match over because I reckon he's going to take yellows. No, he's going to take reds. Oh, that red must be on past the yellow. So it is. So, yeah, no, reds it is.
I don't fancy Jake's chance of getting another shot in this match.
No, he's just going to cannon this yellow that's near the red. Hold the white. Like so. And it's just 9 eyes.
It's pretty much ABC for rugby's ability. He won't miss these.
Once again, the illustration of how important is the break.
Yeah. The first shot in this game is just that vitally important. It's more crucial than the last shot in the game. Everyone always thinks the last shot on the break's the most important. At the professional level, the first shot's the most important game. Most important thing.
He doesn't have to do anything. He just rolls through this if he wants to. He might stun up the side rail if he feels adventurous, but no.
It doesn't matter. Jamie, I reckon you'd just about get these.
Blue spot coming up. Not too far away. And that's the match.
He missed one of these when he was 7 years old. That's only because you got a kick.
Well, it was a good match. It was a strange match. A couple of weird frames in there, but yeah. Anyway, Mick's got up over Jake 7-4 from myself and Buffer. Thanks for tuning in. If you did watch, if you haven't seen or you caught some of it, there's plenty to watch once it's updated to the Cube World TV website. And don't forget there is a donate button there, so don't be tight ass if you're enjoying what you see. Put some cash into the game and help keep this running.
Once again, dual world champion Mick Hill still remains undefeated in Australia. Twice he's played in this $15,000 bet, twice a winner.
Not going to get out the door alive.
If he doesn't buy a drink, he will not go anywhere.